she said. If you really loved me, you'd accept my needs. Her needs were freedom to do whatever she wanted, while expecting me to stay loyal, committed, and paying. So I accepted. My need to be done with her. My name's William, 34 years old. I thought I had a decent life. Married to Lily, 32. We were together for almost 7 years, married for 5. We lived in Dallas, had good jobs, no kids, just two people building what I thought was a strong, reliable life together. At least, that's what I thought. Looking back, there were subtle signs. Things I brushed off because, well, when you love someone, you tend to excuse the little stuff. Late replies, sudden weekend girls' trips, being glued to her phone more than usual. I chalked it up to work stress or needing space. Then last year, things shifted hard. It started one night after dinner. Lily sat across from me, quiet, fidgeting with her fork. Finally, she said, "We need to talk." You know the kind of talk where you just feel it's not going to end well? That was it. She said, "I've been thinking. I need freedom. Space. I love you, but I feel suffocated. If you really loved me, you'd accept my needs." I asked, "What does that mean exactly?" Her answer? "Freedom to go out, do what I want, see who I want, without feeling guilty or tied down. I'm not asking for a divorce. I just need flexibility." I sat there, stunned. "So you want an open marriage?" I asked, even though I already knew where this was going. She shrugged. "I wouldn't call it that. I just want to be able to live. But I want us. I want this marriage. You. Stability. Our house. Our life. I just don't want restrictions." In plain words, she wanted the comfort of being married, with me paying the mortgage, handling the bills, doing the heavy lifting, while she enjoyed single life whenever it suited her. I asked her directly, "So you expect me to stay loyal, while you go and do whatever you feel like?" She nodded without flinching. "Yeah, because I know you love me, and you wouldn't hurt me like that." That sentence stuck with me. You wouldn't hurt me like that. So, her having her freedom wasn't hurting me? Her rewriting our vows without my consent wasn't betrayal? I didn't explode. I didn't yell. I told her calmly, "I need time to think." And I did think. For 2 weeks straight. While pretending everything was fine. I went to work, made dinner, smiled like nothing was off. But in the background, I was preparing. I checked our finances. Turns out, our joint savings? Nearly emptied over the past year. Vacations I never heard about. Spa trips that were actually weekends in Austin or San Antonio. Hotel bookings under her name. Restaurant receipts. Some even for 2. I confronted her casually about the missing money. She brushed it off with, "I needed self-care. I work hard too." Self-care. Right. It became clear what had been going on. She'd been emotionally checking out for a while, physically too, most likely. But she wanted me to keep playing husband, footing the bill while she enjoyed her freedom. And here's the part that really drove it home. A mutual friend, someone who didn't even mean to spill, mentioned seeing Lily at a rooftop bar with someone else. Not just talking, holding hands, laughing like teenagers. I didn't let on that I didn't know. That night, I didn't confront her. I smiled. I kissed her goodnight. But inside, something switched off. For good. If Lily wanted freedom, she was about to get exactly that. After that night, I started moving quietly. First, the finances. I opened a new checking account in my name only. My paychecks were routed there by the end of the week. Our joint account. I left just enough to cover the upcoming rent and utilities, for appearances. Everything else, I pulled. Then I visited a lawyer. Explained everything. Her behavior, the financial drain, and her sudden desire for an open marriage where I was supposed to stay committed while she enjoyed herself. The lawyer was direct. "You've got grounds. More than enough. Texas isn't exactly forgiving when it comes to adultery and divorce." I had no direct proof yet, but that was step 2. I installed a private GPS tracker on her car. Not illegal, it was registered in both our names. I started watching where she went after work, on weekends when she said she was with her girlfriends. And surprise, it wasn't girlfriends. One Friday night, her car parked at a luxury apartment complex about 20 minutes away. Stayed there from 7 p.m. until 1 a.m. I drove by, and yeah, there she was, sitting on the patio with some guy, laughing, leaning into him, his hand resting comfortably on her knee like they'd been together forever. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I snapped photos. Dated. Time-stamped. This happened multiple times. Different restaurants. Once at a bowling alley. Another time, a weekend trip where she told me she was at a wellness retreat. GPS showed her at a lakeside Airbnb, with him. The evidence piled up. Meanwhile, at home, she was sweet as pie, cooking, asking how my day was, occasionally bringing up, "Our relationship needs work," while conveniently reminding me that love means accepting each other's needs. Sure, the last piece fell into place when I finally confirmed who the guy was. His name was Derek. Divorced. Mid-30s. Worked in real estate. Pretty boy type who probably whispered the right words in her ear about being trapped in marriage, and you deserve to be free. It was almost hilarious. Derek had no idea who I was, or that she was even married, from what I could tell. The day I was ready, I made sure everything was set. I transferred half of everything legally mine, retirement funds, savings, investments, into secure accounts. Froze the joint credit cards. Changed passwords to anything tied solely to me. And then, the cherry on top, I sent Derek a polite message. No threats. No drama. Hey Derek, just wanted you to know the woman you've been seeing for the past few months is my wife. I figured you deserve the truth since she didn't give it to either of us. Here are some photos for context. Take care. No idea if he responded. Didn't care. That evening, Lily came home like it was any other day. She kicked off her shoes, asked what was for dinner, and started scrolling her phone. I sat her down at the table, slid a folder across. Inside, printed photos, GPS logs, screenshots of Airbnb bookings. Her face went pale. She opened her mouth, probably to spin some ridiculous excuse, but I cut her off. Don't bother. This isn't a fight. This is notice. Papers are being filed tomorrow morning. You wanted freedom? You've got it. Fully. Completely. Permanently. She blinked. Stammered. Wait. William, no. You're blowing this out of proportion. I didn't mean. I laughed. First genuine laugh in weeks. No, Lily. I'm just finally accepting my own needs. My need to be done with you. The moment those words left my mouth, I'm done with you, Lily's entire posture shifted. The confident, carefree woman who once told me, if you really loved me, you'd accept my needs, was gone. Now, panic. William, wait. Let's just talk. Please. You're being rash. I didn't think you'd actually. I stood up. Calm. Measured. You didn't think at all, Lily. You thought I'd sit here, keep paying the bills, playing husband while you lived like you were single. You gambled, and you lost. Her voice cracked. But I never said I wanted a divorce. I just needed. No. You needed freedom, right? You got it. We're done. She followed me from room to room, babbling about how it was just a phase, about how she still loved me deep down, about not knowing what came over her. I didn't engage, didn't argue. I packed a small bag, grabbed some essentials, and left. I had already arranged to stay at a buddy's place for a few weeks. The next morning, the divorce papers were filed. Adultery was cited. The evidence was clean, overwhelming, and Texas law didn't exactly favor her in this scenario. Then came the financial hit. Half the house. Mine. Retirement accounts? Split, but with penalties favoring me due to the adultery clause. The lawyer even secured an agreement that Lily would be responsible for half the credit card debts, including the one she racked up on her little freedom adventures. But it didn't end there. Turns out, Derek, the guy she was seeing, dumped her almost immediately after my message. Guess he wasn't too keen on being the guy who blew up someone's marriage. Classic. A mutual friend told me Lily tried calling him repeatedly. He ghosted her, blocked her on everything. Meanwhile, I thrived, moved into my own place, focused on myself, picked up old hobbies, hit the gym more, spent time with friends I'd neglected while drowning in a marriage that had clearly been one-sided for a long time. Lily? She tried to text, tried to call. The messages ranged from angry, I can't believe you do this to me, to pathetic, I made a mistake. Please, let's fix this. I didn't respond. Not once. Eventually, she emailed me some long-winded letter, talking about how she didn't realize what she had until it was gone, how she thought having freedom would make her happier, but instead, she felt lost, how I was the only person who truly cared, and how Derek was a mistake. I read it, closed it, deleted it. Her regret wasn't my problem anymore. When the divorce finalized, I felt free. Actually free. Not the kind of twisted freedom Lily had asked for, but real freedom. The kind where you don't wake up every day wondering if the person you love respects you. I even drove by the old house once, a few months later. It was up for sale. Heard she couldn't afford it on her own. Probably downsized. Probably sitting in a small apartment now, staring at the walls, realizing that the grass wasn't greener. And you know what? I didn't feel satisfaction in her suffering. I didn't need that. Just knowing I walked away, kept my self-respect, and rebuilt my life was more than enough. So that's it. She wanted freedom. She got it. I wanted peace. I got it. What do you think? Was I right to handle it this way? Or should I have tried harder to save something that, looking back, maybe wasn't really worth saving in the first place? I appreciate you watching till the end. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more content.